Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Final Fantasy Reactions video, and today we're talking about Ihana and Vanharma and Ultimate Regina. This one that everybody wants to know about, right? So, Ihana's STMR is not really that valuable, but it has some decent stats on it. But the killer buffs are only 150%, and you can only use them on one ally, so not very valuable at all. I learned that from Immortale. How these STMRs are really not that valuable. And I got multiple Immortale STMRs back then because I thought, oh, this would be pretty good, right? Nah, it's not. She has Earth Imbue, 35% amp, full status resistance, green magic, basic healer functions, 250% killers on a single ally, sadly, dragon, insect, and human. The SLB is 300% stat buff, 250% LB damage buff. We have much better than that now. 150% dragon, insect, and human killer, and also 100% auto revive. Just the supports on global just make this unit not very valuable in comparison. And she can only dual cast her killer buff, so you can't even use them on 3 allies. Sylvie can do a lot of killers for everybody, right? So I don't know. And just Sylvie just makes, and since Sylvie can do Earth, it's just like, why would you even care about this unit, honestly? So, just gonna go ahead and get right into the review score of 7.5 out of 10. At least she can give some killers for... The insect is not too bad, and the human is not too bad. So, yeah, 7.5 for Ihana. Not much to say, because she's basically just Immortale, just different version of Immortale. Let's go into Vanharma, who has a huge disadvantage of not even having 500 flat attack on his STMR. So his attack is not going to be nearly as high as most units are going to be. 700% cap, 300% LB damage, that's pretty good though. And the 350% TDH, so of course that accessory that you can get in the story would be pretty decent on him. Multiple killers, and the TMR ability also gives 100% all killers. He has a 1050 mod one-hit cooldown. That's okay, I guess. Just something to hold him over until the SLB. And the SLB, 35% Axe in Peril, 130% Earth in Peril, and 200 times with 50% defense ignore. 2-hit Earth physical damage, so it'll be 400 times, right? It's okay. And you can use Tullian with this guy, because he can give a higher Earth in Peril, and he's pretty easy to gear because he only needs his axe, and then I guess everything else until the dark vision weapon axe becomes real. I guess you would use his own. His mods for finishing are just kind of whatever. I mean, we have much better. We don't have to worry about SLBs on them. You need Tullian with that story equipment for better Earth in Peril. And it just feels like he's not a main finisher, he's more like a side finisher. And the biggest thing is that the power creep hits this guy very hard, because this guy is before the 150% Earth or 150% amp era. There was only a few more units before they started making those with 150% amps. So this guy is going to be way slower than units that are even coming in the next few weeks. Who's going to remember this guy in a few weeks? Nobody, not even me. So yeah, let's go ahead and reveal his score, because, I mean, I just don't think this guy is really that valuable. 7 out of 10. I mean, not really that strong in terms of being a main event finisher. Against Dark Vision Earth enemies, I guess he would do pretty good, but we have other ways of doing Earth damage. And I guess Sylvie could help out this guy. Sylvie could help out this guy do more damage, sure, but why would you invest in this guy when you could be doing something? You could be investing in Nier or Halloween or the next unit we're going to be talking about here. What a brilliant segue I've got going on there. Ultimate Regina, here she is, finally, the main event everyone's been waiting for. And so let's talk about her. Now, her STMR has been power crept basically already on arrival because of the Clash of Wills stuff, but if you already have it on one person, you might be able to just take a few of these and put them on your magic units for more chain cap that can't equip that ring. So 600% cap with her as TMR. 200% magic TDH, so Dazzling Demoness would allow this to be 400%. 150% LB damage, she doesn't really need that. She doesn't need any LB damage because of what we'll talk about soon. 700 flat magic on a TMR reward, that's not too bad, right? So she can reach, and I'm pretty sure on global she'd be able to reach even higher, but she can reach over 10,000 magic on JP, so on global easily over 10,000. 200% bonus Esper stats, so she's already covered on that, so anything more than that won't do anything. 100% all killers, 300% Reaper Demon Fairy Machine, 600% LB Gauge fill rate, and believe me, that doesn't even feel like it's enough. She needs LB fill per turn, she needs the maximum LB fill per turn as well. Really strong mods, just very similar to if you played back then, if you played with her 5-star form, very similar, but she's magic based instead. Her LB can be imbued as well as one of her non-elemental attacks, which you'll be using more often than not. And apparently I forgot to mention her main move of the huge ice nuke. I'm not really sure why I didn't write that down. But yeah, her main move is an ice nuke that's insanely powerful. And she also has a Grandis that allows you to reduce the cooldown of that. So then on turn 4 you're able to nuke with the ice attack. The LB is kind of like a mod boost for herself. And then, so you'd use the LB on like turn 2. Because turn 1 she gets another thing that I forgot to mention is that she's a very strong one turn killer, because on the first turn she gets a gigantic mod boost for that imbuable move. So it's really valuable to do all of her strongest stuff on the first turn. Against like event bosses and things, she's gonna be able to one-shot everything pretty much with that on that first turn. And then on turn 2 you'd use her LB. On turn 3, hopefully she's EX3, you'll be able to do the SLB, and that allows her to have that mod boost that everybody knows about and everybody doesn't, not a lot of people seem to like completely, but she needs she's basically going to be focusing everybody's focusing all of their power on her to give her the strongest attack, and she also has a 300% magic store buff. So she's going to be hitting very hard on that turn 4 as long as she's EX3. If she's EX2, you'd have to set yourself back one turn. So everything lines up perfectly. You have to line up everything perfectly, guys. So, with that being said, let's get into some cons, and there are a few. She does need the support of her team for one turn. So make sure everything you've got done is being done already. So you don't have to worry about, oh shit. Oh shoot. Sorry about that. Whoops. Shoot. There's one thing that I need to do. We'll go ahead and do that on the turn beforehand. You have 3 turns to do something, and then on the 4th turn, hopefully, as she's EX3, hopefully, that she'll be able to do the burst. Her SW doesn't do any damage, but that's alright. Just for the people who want to care about that, her SW doesn't do any damage, but her LB does. It is imbuable, but it doesn't get any LB damage mod buffs like a lot of units in the future will be getting on cooldowns and stuff. And it will definitely be her weakest turn, but that's alright. And the biggest change to Regina on the negative side is the dark vision changes in the future make it so you have to use physical units on physical stages and magic units on magic stages. And guess what she has? Imbuable magic damage for the most part. So you'd only be able to use her primarily on ice stages, physical or magical, I guess. I mean, mostly magic stages. So anything that's magic ice stages, she's going to be excelling at. But the reason why you'd want to bring her along is because she's able to be brought to any stage because of her second main damage move is imbuable. So you just bring her to everything. That's what I did on every dark vision stage that was magic. I just brought Regina to because it was easy, and you didn't have to scrounge around in your inventory looking for a mage of some kind that will help out, because she could do all of it. But now with the new, currently I don't think that's an effect on global yet, but eventually it's going to come to global, and it's going to be very annoying for a lot of people. Not even for this situation, for everything. All of those, like Angela for example. If you use Angela for dark visions, well, kiss that goodbye, because you have to use magic, pure magic damage on magic stages. Not just magic, like magic on the second tab, like ability magic counts too, but it has to be actual magic damage. It can't be that imbuable magic anymore. I don't like it. It set everything off of a cliff pretty much in terms of how we usually did magic stages, because we could easily use Regina and things like that. So it's a pain. So I'm warning you guys ahead of time. This change is coming. You probably won't like it, but it's gonna come. Hopefully maybe Global changes that, but I doubt it. I doubt that they change it. So let's go ahead and reveal the score. 9 out of 10 with an asterisk. So I'm gonna lay out the groundwork if you should pull for Regina. Do you care about Halloween and Nier? No? Then pull for Regina. Did I say do you care? Whoops. Let's rephrase that. Do you care about Nier and Halloween? Then don't pull for Regina, because you should be saving for that. If you don't care about them, then yeah, you should pull. If you need a very, very strong finisher, yes, pull. If you don't, well, I mean, you could still pull. I mean, her Ice Nuke is still the strongest in the game by far when she's EX3'd and has everything ready to go. Her Ice Nuke is insanely powerful for that one turn. And there'll be things on Global that'll probably help her out in terms of killers and things like that as well. Hopefully there will be a Ice buffer on Global that would be able to help out besides Roberta, I think. Maybe there'll be this Ice Sylvie, and she'll be able to give an Ice Amp to everybody on a turn count. That'd be great for her, for sure. There currently isn't anything like that on JP. The best Ice buffer on JP is Celeste. That's a big yikes, right? So on Global, I think she'd probably be able to do even more than on JP. The JP numbers, you can probably enhance that. So with that being said, guys, make sure to manage her Lapis well for this month. Remember that this month is going to be one of the hardest months in the entire game, at least this year, in terms of balancing Lapis and tickets and resources, because there's this, there's Halloween, there's Nier, and there's also Xenogears. There could be also another, global exclusive banner and adding into this month or something as well. So, I mean, Halloween probably will be the Clash of Wills month or Clash of Wills week, but there could be something else on the horizon as well. But I don't think they would do that much. That's insane. That's becoming like insane territory, guys. I mean, they got to give us a break somewhere. So I would just personally not even pull on the other banner that I just reviewed. And if you want to pull for Regina. And most of you guys did want to pull for Regina, but now it's kind of like, oh, there's leader skills in the horizon, there's Halloween, there's Nier. So it's kind of hard. In the end, you could be more optimistic and just say, hey, maybe I'll get her as an off banner or an EX ticket or something in the future too. So that could be an option. Anyways, this turned into a very long video when I didn't want it to be. That was very short at the beginning, but now it's really long. So I had to make a very detailed explanation on Regina, guys. So thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you. If you liked the review, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, if you've been waiting out for a long time to subscribe to my channel, make sure you subscribe. We're doing a lot of fun things here. I'm going to be doing a lot more I'm going to be doing a lot of showcases very soon for the Reign and Fina crowned Reign and Fina. So I'm going to be doing that very soon, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.